Welcome to the New Rugged Order Podcast, exclusively on the Hard Knock Digital Culture channel. Now give it up to your host, people, MM2K.
Yo, what is up, everybody? What is up, everybody? What is up, everybody? It is your boy MM2K of PNTS Network, Hard Knock Digital Culture. Well, really, I keep forgetting it's GEiX, Cloud Dosage, Hard Knock Digital Culture. I'm here with your co-host, Cold Blood Sensei, one of our GEiX contributors, and really my warden. He always keeps me in line, even if I'm not on time today. He tries his best to keep me in line. And we're back again with another NROPodcast. This is episode 47, and this is a special podcast because of one or two reasons. Number one, we're going to be focused primarily on the Xbox layoffs and how they impact the gaming industry. We will be talking about other things as they come up, but reason number two why this is going to be an important podcast is because we are now going to open up the chat to anybody that wants to discuss things with us. So if you want to talk with us, what you're going to want to do is in the GEiX Discord. What you're going to want to do is look right here on Twitch, go to the About section, go click on that GEiX or to the Discord link, and join us. Join us in the Discord. What you'll want to do is go to the game section, go to the gaming or the general or gaming voice chat section, and we'll drag you in if you want to talk. All right. So anybody that wants to talk, again, go to the general or gaming voice chat section, and we'll pull you up in here and you can join our conversation. Now, during the early parts of this podcast, we're not going to really be pulling anybody in. We'll let you know when we're going to be doing that, because I got stuff to say. Definitely Cold Blood got stuff to say. You don't want to miss that. And then after we go through our takes and our spills uninterrupted, then we'll bring people in to get your thoughts. So those are the two reasons. And another thing is we're running a raffle. If you participate in the Discord, participate in our thread, we will give you a code. You'll have an opportunity to win a code. Matter of fact, let me do that first. Well, while I'm doing that, Cold Blood, let the good people know what you've been gaming on this week.
Pretty much nothing.
Nothing? That's not true.
Well, besides the Remnant stream,
yeah,
nothing, bro. I was just coming home.
Yeah.
Then you start streaming. Then when you're done, I gotta go to bed already.
Oh, okay. So,
I didn't really have much time at all this week.
You make it sound like you never want to recognize the Remnant streams, bro. It's like you don't even like the game.
No, I always forget about it.
Hold on. But go ahead. Oh, your favorite game is on the screen. Holy cow. I don't know if you're watching.
World?
Nah. Another one. You're a little bit behind. You'll see it when it pops up. But I'm sorry.
Extra Primal?
Yeah.
Not really. I got nothing against it, but it's just a waste of time from Capcom.
Oh gosh. As he said, you've been gaming to nothing. Yeah, man. I did. I'm sorry. Were you finished? I didn't want to interrupt you. Special thread and get a chance to win a Xbox code. One. Entries close today. Oh God. All right, let's do this. Bada boom, bada bing. We'll put that up there and then we're gonna pin that. So yeah, definitely participate in that thread. Let us know what you think about the Xbox layoffs, and then you'll be entering into our raffle that's closing today. All right. That being said, okay, so I think Cold Blood is done. I've been playing Remnant because I thought Remnant was a cool game. I will say that the ending left me a little, you know what I'm saying? But I guess it that it's just you probably got to beat it twice to get the real ending. I don't think that was the real ending. You know what I mean? I have no proof of that. I'm just making that up. Trust me, bro. That being said, I enjoyed it, and I'll tinker with it some more because I want to try some builds and build up my character and go through some things. But I'm on to the next game. The next game for me right now is I gotta finish Spider-Man. I'm doing a heavy focus on PlayStation. So I gotta finish Spider-Man 2. But today I tried out Tiny Tina's Wonderland, and I enjoyed it. I liked it, even though Cold Blood burst in my bubble and showed where the game is. I thought the game had a higher Metacritic, and the Metacritic is like 78, 77, something like that. I thought it was much higher than that, but nonetheless, I enjoyed it. It's it was fun, and I actually thought it was more entertaining comic wise than the last two Borderlands installments, meaning Borderlands 2 and Borderlands 3. I really didn't think they were funny at all. I just thought it was just cheesy, stupid, childish stuff, but this one's actually funny. That being said, that's all I've been playing this week. So let's pay some bills. Whoops, that was the wrong. There we go. Let's play some bills. This is the PNTS Network website. It is going to be revamped to GEiX, and if you want to find out more about GEiX, just hit this GEiX tab and check out all the great content there. You can also get access to our Discord through that, but it has our articles, it has all of the contributing content from all the GEiX members and contributors and all that stuff. All that is here, so definitely check it out. If you're interested in my content, you can click on MM2K Gaming and you can see all the links where I'm at and all that good stuff. Okay, so that is the bills for today. Cold Blood, are you ready, man? Are you ready to talk some gaming? Because I know you've been a little upset that everybody's been jumping on your boy Phil's back. I mean,
I'm not ready.
You're not ready? Okay. All right. Well, you're gonna have to get ready. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to just deal with it like a man and just take it, because we're gonna be jumping all over Phil Spencer. Let's talk about
not Phil Spencer. No, please don't. He's a good guy.
He's a good guy. He's a real good guy. You know, he's making changes to gaming for the better.
Loves the families that come to his Xbox.
Yeah. Phil saved Xbox. Yeah, right. Remember all that?
They saved my marriage.
Yeah, they still saved my marriage. Yeah. My nephew broke his arm and Phil was there to comfort him. The question is,
Phil is destroying marriages.
Yeah. Did Phil really save Xbox? Did he save it? I mean, there's something there. There's something that is being, it exists, but is it a preservation of Xbox? When you, if I were to say, Cold Blood, I saved you, that means that Cold Blood is around. But if Cold Blood ain't around anymore, did I save him from something? No. We got to start having the serious conversations and asking serious questions and start being real about what's going on. So in order to do that, let's first start off with the story, the big story, which is the layoffs that happened at Microsoft. And I'm not going to go through this whole story because I did that yesterday. But let's do this. So this is courtesy of The Verge. Is Microsoft lays off 1,900 Activision Blizzard and Xbox employees. Blizzard president Mike Ybarra also decided to leave, but we put a place mark on that because he didn't leave on his own will. And Blizzard's survival game has been canceled. And I'll just give you the first two paragraphs of the story. It says Microsoft is laying off 1,900 employees at Activision Blizzard and Xbox this week. While Microsoft is primarily laying off roles at Activision Blizzard, some Xbox and ZeniMax employees will also be impacted by the cuts. The cuts work out roughly 8% of the overall Microsoft gaming division and stands out at around 22,000 employees at the time. Before the cuts, The Verge has obtained an internal memo from Microsoft Gaming CEO Phil Spencer that confirms the layoffs. Okay. So with that said, there's a lot of people, Cold Blood, going back and forth saying this is detrimental to gaming. It's bad. It's not good. Other people are saying this is a nothing burger. We knew this was going to happen. What's the big deal? So let's start off first examining this, talking about the real reason this happened. So again, to recap, January 25th, 2024, Microsoft announced that it will lay off 1,900 employees from its gaming division, which includes Activision, Blizzard, and Xbox. Again, this represented 8% of, at the time, 22,000 video game employees there. The layoffs come 3 months after Microsoft's $69 or $75 billion, whatever it is, acquisition of Activision Blizzard. And while primarily affecting Activision Blizzard roles, some Xbox and ZeniMax employees will also be affected. In a message to staff, Xbox Phil Spencer said that Microsoft will provide full support to those who are impacted during the transition, including severance benefits informed by local employment laws. So we showed you the article. There's a couple of tweets that I particularly put out that I think helps crystallize this discussion. Let's take a look at them. Well, this one in particular kind of irked me. This was an engagement that I had today because I don't mind, like, look, I'm not above it all when it comes to people trolling and stuff like that. And even though I feel a certain way about the impact that this is having on gaming, I'm not going to sit there and be a sourpuss and tell people, oh, stop all that laughing, shaking my fist out of the window. Get off my lawn. If people are legitimately trolling and just saying goofy shit for the sake of goofiness, fine, don't care. The problem that I have is when certain creators or Xbox corporate lap lickers try to sit here and make it seem like that this was just status quo because this was all part of the $1 trillion tech phase, and then want to take that rhetoric. I can ignore it, but did want to take that rhetoric and call people out their names. We had this one creator who says the whole game industry sees layoffs from publishers to studios, PlayStation folk, but this is because of consolidation, effing idiots, right? So I responded. I said, so hold on. Were 1,900 people just cut because of redundancies, like you guys have been proclaiming, that are just from normal acquisitions, or the tech bubble that's out, or is this a result of the tech bubble that's out of a $3 trillion tech company's control? Like, you corporate nut huggers need to make up your freaking minds. Which one is it? In addition to that, we got some interesting tweets from Jez Gordon. Now, I would expect that type of rhetoric from Jez Gordon, but Jez Gordon, you know what I'm saying? And me and Cold Blood was joking about this morning. Jez Gordon is kicking ass and taking names later. He's not playing with you motherfuckers today. He don't care about this shit. And I said the duality of Jazz, I'll take this one. He who picks factual news cascading to gamers over damage controlling for $1 trillion company and boosting their talking points. This is the Jazz that I can tolerate. You can be a fan of Xbox all you want. You can report on the positives and all the other stuff and try to boost it up. But when the shit hits the fan, you got to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? And this is what he's doing. So, or at least at the moment, Jess says everything just feels wrong. And then somebody responded, imagine buying a publisher and then canceling first game after you own them. Good or bad, that's an L. Jess says, trust me, it's a huge L and makes me question Microsoft's ability to tell what a good game is. Holy shit, Cold Blood, where have we heard that before? Then Charlie Intel, who's been on top of how this affects Call of Duty because they're a big Call of Duty account. Microsoft has laid off an entire customer service support team at Activision Blizzard. Windows Central is going to outsource all their roles. According to Windows Central, that Activision is going to outsource their roles. Jazz clarifies and says, not all, they'll save a few. Told there's a skeleton crew in place to support the outsourcing companies. Now, this is what was important that Jazz relayed. It's significant because ABK was already using an automation system to ban people, which returns a lot of false positives, I'm told. Now it'll be even less likely for false bans to get overturned, since getting your case viewed by a human will be more difficult than ever. This is resounding. And then I know, and I want to extend an olive branch to my Jonathan called him a shaft saddler. Exactly. I'm extending this to my cloud people, right? Remember all that shit that hit the fan when people tried to sign on the GFN and they got banned? I don't know if this has been 100% fixed. There may still be, even though it's been addressed, don't know if it's been 100% fixed. There likely could be sporadic instances where it still bans you, not recognizing that you're just simply playing from a cloud platform that you're permitted to play from, right? So because of that, this could impact you too. I know a lot of my cloud people are insensitive to this because they're just thinking Call of Duty's now coming to the cloud. I'm going to try to ignore this. I don't think it's that simple, right? But in general game speaking, this is a problem because the Call of Duty that either the cloud people want to come to the cloud or the people were getting all creamy knuckle because it was coming to Game Pass and cheaper for them to access, or you still getting the same Call of Duty, right? But Jazz continues on. He says, Christ, I'm done. And somebody responds to him, if Mike left on his own accord, you cannot force him to stay. You cannot force him to stay, is what this person is saying. And Jazz is saying he didn't leave. In cold blood, we talked about that yesterday, right? Then the reason is what? Role redundancy, this person's asking. And Jazz is like, we may never know. And then lastly, in regards to that, Jason Schreier talks about how that Matt Booty said Jabbar chose to leave, but when he met up with Jabbar at BlizzCon, Jabbar said someone will have to drag me out of Blizzard. That's how long I will be here. And Jabbar don't be capping like that, bro. He don't be, trust me, Jabbar don't be mixing words like that, like Phil and all these other execs. Jabbar don't be doing that shit. So he meant that. Even though the Activision Blizzard deal was going through and him and Phil don't have the greatest history after he went to Blizzard, he meant that. And Jazz pretty much echoed the sentiment. Yup, he was ousted. So with that out there, and last but certainly not least, I got to show this to you guys, and then I'm going to shut the hell up and let Cold Blood respond and give us his takes on all this. I want to play this for you all. So let me pause this. Let me pause the music. Let me unmute the desktop. And then I want you guys to hear this from good old Dustin from IGN. Well, it's a clip put together in regards to what Dustin is saying about what he did say about people talking about the possibility of this happening. What he said about it back then opposed to what he's saying now. Let's hear it.
We don't know what's going to happen when Activision Blizzard merges with Microsoft. There are fears about that. But I don't think 343 is suddenly going to pick up the torch and figure out what to do with World of Warcraft. It's been about a year since the Bethesda merger, and as far as I know, there have not been layoffs at Bethesda. So really, what are you doing here? Is this is just fear-mongering? There's no basis for it.
Well, that's what's happened. 1,900 people laid off at Microsoft. I'm very sorry to hear that. If you were affected and you happen to watch this channel for some reason, my heart goes out to you, and I do wish you the best with your future endeavors.
We don't know what's going to happen.
Wow. Cold Blood, I don't know how much of that you was able to catch, but I think it's more appropriate. There's no other time more appropriate than now for me to just turn the reins over to you and to just ask you, what are your thoughts on all this? I know you gave us a little bit of your spiel yesterday, but now that you've had time to rest on this and think about it even further and see some of the damage control in today, what are your thoughts on all this that's happening?
Say what Sean just said. That's some wild shit. I mean, y'all been capping for this deal for the longest fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
You said, nah, nothing's gonna happen with them. They're gonna be fine. They're gonna get even more money from Xbox now. the $3 million, the $1 trillion company is gonna take care of the Activision. Yeah, they took care of them real fast.
Yeah, real fast. More ways than one, bro.
2 months. 2 months after it became official.
Wow.
Fuck you. Fuck your feelings. Get the fuck out.
We'll ship your shit to you in the mail.
And that Coke you left on the table, leave it there.
Yeah. Don't even grab your gum. Just get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. I mean, it's not funny that people lost their job.
No,
but
it's not. No.
hella funny to see these idiots now.
Yes. I'm sorry. You're preaching now, bro. I just got excited. About to put something in your collection plate. But yeah.
What's Sean's opinion on that?
Sean, what do you think about it? Well, he said that's some wild shit.
Yeah, but what is his opinion on these clowns?
Oh yeah, what do you think about the clown, Sean? Oh yeah, and Sean, if you didn't hear, if you want the opportunity, like once me and Cold Blood go through the initial conversation, this is open mic. So we're anybody that's part of the GEiX Discord, if you jump in the gaming voice channel, or we'll pull you up. You know what I'm saying? Like how we used to do with me and Storm used to do with what do you call that shit? The fucking podcast me and Storm did. We're doing the same thing here. So except we're pulling you up through the Discord. So he said, "Yep, that's put your belongings in the box and in the mail and send it to you." Shit is crazy. Cold Blood, let me ask you this though. Can let's settle this, man. Let's settle this. Why do you think that 1,900 people, like how I said in that one response, why do you think that 1,900 people were let go yesterday? Was it because layoffs are happening everywhere? Or was it because of the consolidation? What do you think was behind, again, people at that scale being laid off? Uh-oh.
I'll wait for a minute.
Okay. Oh, go ahead. All right.
What did you say?
No, I said the fact that there was 1,900 people let go yesterday. I'm not saying all, but the fact that 1,900 people were let go yesterday. Do you think that was a result of just the layoffs that are happening across the industry, or do you think it was directly tied to the consolidation?
Just got my food from Burger King, bro. Been talking about that one. They laid off people, right?
Oh, you talking about with kids food? Talking about with this little stupid chart with Wayfair and shit on them. Yeah. Oh man. Oh, you still need some time? Okay.
No. I mean, if Burger King is fine after layoffs, they're also gonna be fine, right?
Yeah. Well, I was ad-libbing about Burger King, but really, he had Wayfair on his stupid chart, which I thought was ridiculous. Like, we're talking about video game companies. We're not and developers. We're not talking about fucking companies that send you towels, Senate towels and shit.
What was the original question?
Oh, the original question was, all right, so like for instance, in the tweet that I responded to, people are trying to argue that this only happened because of the tech bubble, that layoffs are happening everywhere, and they're trying to disassociate this mainly from the consolidation. They're saying, no, Microsoft didn't do this because of the consolidation. They did this because they had to cut staff and, because of the financial sector or whatever. What do you think? Do you think, let me ask you this. If Microsoft didn't buy Activision Blizzard, do you think yesterday or anytime soon that Activision would have let go of 1,900 people?
Hell no.
Yeah,
I mean, sure they would have had layoffs. Not like this.
Absolutely. 1,900 people? Like, and Mike Ybarra's not. You think if Microsoft doesn't buy Activision Blizzard, Mike Ybarra's still gone? Like, what are we doing here?
Said it himself. He has to be dragged out of there.
Yeah, exactly.
He had a fucking gun to his head.
Yeah. He was literally dragged out of there like clack, clack, clack. Now you could take this money as a result, but either way, you getting the fuck out of here, buddy.
Sean is absolutely right. This purchase was for the IPs.
Yep. And to me, that just proves like I want to let you guys in on a secret. Not giving out my source, but I'm gonna let you in on my secret. Mike Ybarra and Phil Spencer really didn't get along. Like you guys may have seen some of the shots that he took at Phil Spencer. Like they were really cool at one point in time. And then, towards Phil's tenure as the head of Xbox, and because of the decisions that he made that Mike Ybarra just didn't like, because he was like, you're fucking softening up this brand and you're fucking it up. Like, because Mike is a hardcore gamer at the core. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I would have wished that he would have been selected over Phil Spencer. I always thought that Phil Spencer was okay as an interim leader until they found the real one, and the real one was Mike Ybarra, but they just kept promoting Phil. And Mike Ybarra was feeling like shit is going to hell in a handbasket.
Well, he is not exactly an angel himself.
No, he's not perfect.
He was forcing people to come back to the office.
Yeah. No, he's not perfect.
While the fucking pandemic was going.
Mm-hmm. No,
he's not an angel himself, but
no,
I think everybody would rather take him before they would take fucking Phil.
Oh, absolutely. Like none of the like you don't make it to that level being thoughtful all the way around. You just don't. Like, people think Phil's thoughtful. Phil ain't thoughtful. He's fucking lying to you every day. He lies to you that he's not thoughtful. He's just, don't get me wrong. I think he genuinely cares about certain things, but he's willing to deceive you and lie to you to keep you within his consumer base. Which one is worse? So, yeah, no, you don't make it to that level being thoughtful all the way around. But it's like Cold Blood just said. It's like you just said, brother. With his flaws, he still had some flaws. Like I think he had flaws too. Like, and the thing that kind of made me really notice Mike is when because I didn't really know who he was at the time that I did this, but when he was like giving praise to God of War when I was in my serious Xbox days, and he was praising God of War 2018. And I went after him on Twitter, and then David Jaffe came after me, and me and David Jaffe had like this long ass back and forth. It was funny. And then it was funny. Not too long after that, David Jaffe ended up coming up on our show, the Best Damn Podcast period. We had a great time with him on there. That being said, I didn't know who Mike Ybarra really was all like that until I had some people on some shows that I did, and we talked, and they told me about him, and it was like, nah, you got this dude all wrong. Like, the reason why he's praising God of War 2018 is because God of War 2018 is fucking awesome. Like, I'm an Xbox person. An individual was talking to me, was like, look, I'm a diehard Xbox person. Ain't no more diehard than me. You know what I mean? But sometimes, I mean, you got to stop with the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Play the fucking game, right? Play the game. Come back to me and tell me then now if you don't understand what Mike Ybarra said, what he said. And after I played it, that wasn't my intent on playing it. I actually thought that the game was still bullshit. I just thought, motherfuckers were throwing in the towel and just was trying to concede to PlayStation until I played it and I realized, yeah, this is a great fucking game. After that, I really had to sit and think, and I thought back to my conversation about Mike Ybarra, and I'm like, yeah, he's a hardcore gamer and he's going to support hardcore gaming wherever he's at. And what the fuck he was doing is he's saying, yes, God of War 2018 is the shit. This is the type of shit we need to be making again at Xbox. That's what he was doing. And ever since then,
never made anything like it.
What'd you say?
Never made anything like it.
Oh, I would doubt that. I mean,
what did it make?
I won't say that the actual game is like that, but they had some crazy games that were really impactful. The 360 generation was chock full of them.
Okay, and which ones did they make?
Gears. The original, the first 3 Gears were awesome. They
didn't make Gears. It was Epic Games.
Well, no. Okay, let me back up a little bit because you're stuck on the first party stuff. I don't. No. We are talking about Microsoft and what Microsoft. No. When I talk about exclusive content, because I look at the 360 blueprint, to me, it doesn't matter if you have a studio that makes it or you fund the game to be made. Second party. You're responsible for that game existing.
How you word it. You worded it very wrong.
No, I mean, he was like that was the game. These are the type of games that we need to make or curate at Xbox. I left out the word curate. This is what Mike is talking about. We need to go to that old blueprint from Seamus Blackley and all them. No, yeah, I'm not. When I talk about exclusive content, I'm talking about content that you are either making yourself or you're making second party. Xbox never, in my opinion, Xbox never made a great game themselves. They never have. That's not what they're good at. They were never good at making a great game. Even with Halo, I just personally don't consider Halo to be a great game, but the general consensus is different in a lot of regards. Xbox is good at partnering with people. And I'll put it like this, to echo my sentiments about Halo not being a monumental game, even though people would laugh at that. The OG, that's what they had with the OG Xbox. With the OG Xbox, they were of the biggest games being sold at the time. And they still got their asses whooped 29 million to 150 million to the PlayStation 2. So I don't consider anything that Xbox directly made an awesome or a great game. It's the partnerships that was like the secret ingredient, the secret sauce to their success. And that's what Mike Ybarra was like, look, we need that type of shit here. And Phil was going away from that. There was no more second party partnerships. They weren't trying to develop anything like that. There was no investments in seeking out those type of games, even third party. They completely gave up on it. And he was frustrated. And I dig his frustration. And I think that he was spot on in doing so. I just wasn't in the right headspace when I observe all that. All I'm thinking is, oh man, don't give the ponies a leg up. How dare you, Xbox exec? But that's the pedigree of Mike Ybarra. So what I'm saying to that, and I'm gonna shut up and close up and give it back to Cold Blood, is I think I was right and others were right in the assessment that it should have been Mike Ybarra in charge of Xbox over Phil Spencer. Let's separate the whole impact that Phil Spencer has in regards to the games that are out there. The bigger professional was Mike. Even though he did not like working with Phil, he wasn't a big fan of Phil's vision overall. He said, I'm going to be the consummate professional and I'm going to say nice things about this dude, and I'm just going to be as enthusiastic as possible, and I'm willing to bury the hatchet and work with this dude. And guess what? Phil wasn't willing to do that. That's the only reason why he's going. It makes no. Mike was not a redundancy. Who over at Microsoft can do what Mike is doing for Blizzard? Who? Mike was not a redundancy. That was an axe job. He had an axe to bear. Because everybody has to be compliant and in love with Phil Spencer, or you're gone. You have to completely worship the ground that he walks on. There can't be no type of friction whatsoever. And when I mean, and there's friction all the time between higher ups and people that report to them. Like, I don't want to say friction like I'm cussing you out or anything like that, but it's like, all right, we ain't the most cordial. We're not disrespectful to each other, but are we always sharing pleasantries, or can we kind of like feel the tension when we're in the same room? Sure. I've hired people like that because I know that there'll be a solid checks and balances to me if I fuck up. But that's me being a consummate professional. It's pure to me that Phil may not be that. He may be a nice guy. He may be a warm, charming guy. But what happened to Mike? That was complete and utter bullshit. There's no reason for it. No reason for it. You have someone of that ilk over at ZeniMax and at other places. Why would you remove Mike from Blizzard? He was not a redundancy. So with that said, those are my thoughts. Did you have anything else on that, Cold Blood, before we moved on to the next question?
Really?
Sean says now people are really going to see if Xbox built for this shit. Yeah, totally. Cold Blood, what do you think? I mean, you kind of answered this before. What do you think about the people that like Destin and others that said, oh, this wasn't going to happen? They're not going to fire them. Bethesda isn't going, there's nobody going to Bethesda. Yeah, why would they do this? Do you think they really believe that rhetoric, or were they just speaking at the moment? What do you think?
Arguing in bad faith.
Always
do.
Say that again.
They're arguing in bad faith.
Oh, bad faith. Yeah.
Always do.
Yep.
Always arguing for Xbox. Always. No matter what.
Yep.
Even if you know it's absolute bullshit what you're saying, you gotta do it just so you can rile up the ponies.
Yeah.
So those ponies come in your chat and start sending you super chats saying how dumb you are. I mean, yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, everything is driven by money. Every opinion, every news, everything is driven by money. What is making me the most money? Real news, that shit ain't happening. Real opinions, rarely. You're gonna see rarely real opinions. Most of the time, it's paid opinions. And Dustbin, whatever.
Dustpan.
He is the number one of these fucking shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's always falling on his head.
Yes.
Always. And every time at first he's always so cheerful, yeah. Mm-hmm. So what a great move, Xbox. You're doing so good. And then the next fucking video, he looks like he went for fucking hell.
Yeah. Yes. Oh my God. Matter of fact, yeah. While you're talking, I gotta show that, because yes, that is so true. Like it's like he knows. Like, look at him. Look at this motherfucker. Look at it. Hold on. Let me look at him. He's just
look
like
how happy he is.
Yeah. Look at him. Now let's just watching. Yeah, he's excited. Yeah, this is that, and yes. Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, Microsoft's the best. Yeah. Here we go. Look. It looks like someone just took a mule to his face and let it shit on him.
If the glasses come off.
Yeah. Look like he just spent the last like 5 hours balling and shit in someone's lap. Just go make the show, honey. I don't know what to say. Oh my fucking God. Yeah, I mean, look, we gotta go back to Sad Dustin. Let's go to Sad. Look at him. Look, you motherfucker just bawling his eyes out. Hug at this Satya poster and shit. Why did you do this, Satya? Yeah, like, come on, man. Why did the volume come back up?
What is Paris' opinion on this?
Let's see if we can find it. Let's see if we can find Paris's.
Did he finally have the balls to say something?
We haven't heard anything, so he's probably he's staring clear of this shit. Let's take a look. Good for InfoSec during the day. Thank you for during the night. He says, now that Apple is allowing native cloud game streaming apps on iOS, I assume we'll see Xbox and Nvidia bring cloud gaming and GeForce now. Oh, that's the most plain vanilla. He says, why LCD? Oh, this motherfucker. Yeah, my dumb ass will buy the LCD. He says, a huge thank you to PlayStation for sending me over Deep Earth Collect. Oh, man. Hey, bro.
Not a single word.
Yeah, he know what he doing. He retweeted Stein. He retweeted what this Steinkin dude said. Hey, bro, he ain't touching that shit at all. Oh, hold on. No. He got something. Let's see it. He said, these gaming layoffs are terrible and depressing. I love this hobby. But if the very people who pour their heart and soul into it, making this form of entertainment, are losing their livelihood, then what are we doing? Instead of record profits, how about record retention? Holy shit. Okay, Paris. Okay.
I take my statement back.
Yeah, okay, Paris. I'm our bad, man. Shit, our bad. Don't fuck us up, Paris.
Kinda weird that this didn't.
Oh, hold on. Hold on, Cold Blood. Oh shit, I almost choked on my juice. It gets even better. He says, and for the people who keep telling me this is okay because it's a merger or they overhired during the pandemic, does not take away from the fact that real people are affected at no fault of their own. This is an industry-wide issue that is seemingly getting worse by the day. Oh, you had me, Paris. You had me. And that sounds like you're kind of waffling a little bit. Talking about this is an industry-wide issue that seems to be getting more. I mean, what's an industry-wide issue? Are you saying that the layoffs are just they're just pandemic? Are you trying to make this an issue because it's pandemic to the tech bubble? It sounds like he's trying to tread right there. I won't give him credit.
He's sounding like he's talking about another $1 trillion companies that, and not some companies that actually have to save money at this point.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yep.
Because I cannot see how Microsoft, with the fucking record revenues that they making, how they cannot pay these people.
Thank you.
I just can't see it. I mean, sure, there is probably some redundant roles, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, look at Twitter. That motherfucker just straight up said, 80% of you, get the fuck out of here. we don't need your fucking, what's it called, censoring bullshit in here. Mm-hmm. That takes too much people to do. Get out. And hey, nobody's complaining about that, right? I mean, Twitter is still running, but I don't know, man. I just don't see how 1,900 people are redundant. I don't see that.
Yeah.
There had to be a reason why they were there in the first place, right?
Yeah.
Activision didn't take them in just so they can pay them for doing nothing. I mean, okay, if you want to go digital, go ahead. To fire those people, that are responsible for the physical shit.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that. That is something that is unfortunate, but if they decided, hey, we're a digital company now, we don't make no physical shit, get out, okay. I can see that, but it's never 1,900 people that were responsible for that bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
So nobody can tell me it's only redundant roles that got fired.
Exactly.
No. Mikey Barr got fired.
Yeah.
Fucking president.
Yeah.
The chief, what was he called? The chief creative director or something?
Yeah, and he was you're talking about the co-founder of fucking Blizzard. They got rid of one of the co-founders of Blizzard.
Yeah. They said, fuck off. We don't need you.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're gonna put their own snakes in there.
Yeah.
It was planned from the beginning. Hey, almost everybody that has a small role or isn't needed is getting the boot as soon as this deal is done.
Well, I think they wouldn't be on that. I think they wouldn't be on some small roles because we're hearing on Twitter left and right.
Of course, and of course the heads had to go too, because they don't want nobody in there that can tell them no.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's so many people on Twitter just talking about how they were working on projects and talking as their role was integral, and there's so many people. It isn't just one or two people talking about the integral roles that they had. It's a bunch of people. And these are not back office people. These aren't people that were answering telephones. These were people that were developing games.
What I hate the most about this fucking statement from him, he's saying the same shit every single bot is saying.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No difference in opinion at all.
Yeah.
It said they left, but fuck you guys, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's going on everywhere. Yeah. This whataboutism is so strong with these guys.
I know.
100 people got laid off at Bungie. That is equivalent to fucking 1,900 people in the ass.
This is right? Yeah. There's something from Stephen Totillo I want to highlight because it looks interesting. Here, let me put it back up here. It says, my piece on Microsoft's gaming cuts. What happened? How Activision Blizzard's business has been doing. Pretty great with an asterisk. What Phil Spencer told me in 2022 about the deal's potential impact on workers when I asked about cuts and more. So let's take a look at this. Oh, here it goes right here.
Better have warned everybody that he's gonna fuck them up as soon as he buys them.
Says over the last 2 years, executives from Microsoft and Activision Blizzard said very little in public about the cost cutting that might come from the combination of their companies. Their deal finally closed last October. Yesterday, just 3 months later, Microsoft announced internally that it was cutting 1,900 jobs across Xbox, Bethesda, and most heavily by all of the accounts, the newly acquired Activision Blizzard. Some expected this. This is the outcome of so many mega deals, though perhaps not always at this scale. 2 years ago, though, there was at least one hint in the fine print. Back in February 2022, a month after Microsoft's $69 billion bid for the maker of Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, and Candy Crush was announced, Activision Blizzard sent stockholders a lengthy breakdown of the proposal deal, urging them in accordance with the board's approval to vote for it. On page 33, on page 33, amid an explanation of how Microsoft offer came to be, is a reference to a potential offer by another company dubbed Company A, and the board's interest in it. The Activision board had discussed, among other things, was that a deal with Company A would not likely yield significant cost synergies. Oh. So basically, Phil Spencer, in talking to the board, must have told them, look, here's our plans with this shit.
No, listen, if not a single developer came out on Twitter and said they got laid off, but only people in HR and IT got laid off because they were overlapping the roles, I wouldn't even say it was that bad. I would say, yeah, that is just normal at that point. Why the fuck do you need 1,000 HR workers in there?
Yeah.
No, it's a lot of developers that came out and said, I'm fucking sad that I have to leave Blizzard.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I think even worse than that, it looks like that company A, we don't know who that was putting in the bid. Some people say it was Facebook, or some people say that Facebook was the original bidder. It sounds like to me that Microsoft, that Blizzard or ABK knew that Microsoft was going to come in and gut the fucking place, but because they offered more money, they said fuck it. Same like Bobby Kotick getting on the stand and admitting, we think that putting Call of Duty in fucking Game Pass is going to be horrible for the franchise. But if that's what the fuck they want to do, then fuck it. So yeah, to your point though, Cold Blood, where you merge those two ideals, yeah, only a board member like Stephen Totilo went and had to dig for this shit. Like, this was not transparent. But it was very clear from the beginning that Microsoft was going to gut this fucking place. They were going to, that was their plan. This had nothing to fucking do with redundancies or this is just a tech bubble. They were planning to gut this from the fucking beginning. So all you dumb fucks that are out there talking about, oh, you know, the $1 trillion check bubble and layoffs happened yesterday. That fucking Whole Foods. No, that was their plan from the beginning. When they say, look, company A acquiring us would not lead to synergies. Do you know what synergies are? Synergies are layoffs. That's code word for layoffs. Let me continue. It says, cost synergies are at least some of what happened at Activision Blizzard yesterday, though no one will officially say how hard the overslapping teams got hit. The public pitch for Microsoft ABK was always about the corporate upsides. The deal will bring joy and community to gaming to everyone across the device, Microsoft said. Oh, let me scroll this down. To get Microsoft said, what else did it say? Yeah, but and it would accelerate the growth of Microsoft's business. And a sign of how transient buzzwords meant to impress investors are, the opening paragraph of the deal announcement concludes with the new archaic boast that buying Activision Blizzard would provide building blocks for the metaverse. So they just, and that's another reason why they knew that they were going to make these cuts. So that's why they went and conceded and did the union thing. That was just glossing. That was just putting lipstick on the pig. The whole union thing was to say, well, you know, some people were saved, but they had plans. They were going to get this and they were going to gut it from the get-go. Wow, that's amazing. Great work, Stephen Totilo. So, yeah, to what Cold Blood was saying, that bullshit about this being something that happened because just the tech sector, that's bullshit. They knew what the fuck they were going to do from the beginning. They are now taking, all you motherfuckers that like Call of Duty, that praise this deal, congratulations. You got it. And to everybody that was looking at me sideways, They're like, MM2K, you're a cloud gamer. How can you hate on this? This is why I hated on this. I don't give a fuck if I'm getting a cheaper version of Call of Duty. If it's shit, I don't want it. The cheapest version I want will be $0 if it's shitty. I don't want it. What don't y'all get?
I wanted it.
Oh, go ahead. What were you gonna say, Cold?
Remember how I said I want this fucking deal to go through just to see how fucking bad it's gonna get?
Yeah. Yep.
For me, this is a social experiment at this point. Yeah. How bad can it get?
There's an old saying. Someone used to tell me all the time, I can show you better than I can tell you. And I've used it with my kids. Like when my kids do stupid shit and they're about to like lose a bunch of money or get fucked, even, have someone come after them to kick their ass. As long as they still got all their fingers in their toes and they're still breathing, I don't get involved. I can show you better than I can tell you. What you're about to do is stupid as fuck. Stop doing stupid shit. Oh no, but you don't understand, Dad. Okay, go get fucked up. I don't care. I just don't care. My wife will sit there. Oh my God. Oh my. As long as we can assess that they're still going to have their fingers in their toes and they're still going to be breathing after this, leave it the fuck alone. I can show you better than I can tell you. To Cold Blood's point. Yeah.
You know, it's going to be an even bigger L. When they acquire them and make them even worse.
Yes.
This is going to be a bigger L than when the fucking deal would have been stopped immediately.
Yes.
Oh, the salt. Oh.
It's
when they find out that half of the fucking Activision Blizzard people are contractors. Oh my God. And they're gonna love it. They're gonna love it.
To that point, Cold Blood, it was said. Hold on. Oh damn. I'm trying to get to this one part where. Okay, here it goes. But no, it was said that most of the people were full-time employees. So yeah, the bulk of the people could be contractors. So, and then Microsoft has a standard that contractors have to be removed for 18 months. That's because of certain laws of where their headquarters is at. If you have a contractor longer than 18 months, you got to pay for their Social Security insurance and their Medicaid and Medicare or whatever, or unemployment. So Microsoft doesn't want to have to do that. So they're going to probably replace a lot of these people, these industry stewards, with contractors. That's why they said the contractors were hardly touched in this whole ordeal. Like normally when there's layoffs, the contractors are the first to go. Like you'll see contractors that are there, they are let go unless well, no. Here's how it normally works. If there are any open recs, requisitions, or those are job postings, they go first. And then after the requisitions go, if the board or whoever ain't happy with that, then the contractors go. Then after that, that's when you start seeing the employee cuts. So the simple fact that this just wasn't cost savings because of some bad times or some rocky times, what proves that this was planned, what Stephen Tortilla just reported, is the fact that they said the contractors were hardly touched. So, Stephen also puts in here, he says, when I asked about fears of job cuts or diminished game quality that would come from a mega merger, he, as in Phil Spencer, replied, when I think about the teams that we could bring on, I need to support them and give them safety and a sense of confidence that they can go and innovate. And when they go create things, I want to enable those games to reach more people than they've ever seen before. He said, I did view his comment as a sign that there wouldn't be typical merger cuts. I did sense a desire to support and retain the talents of a massive team. So yeah, of course, that's that Phil doublespeak. That is that Phil doublespeak. He's just giving you a vision.
You know what Phil said to Ybarra?
What did he say to him?
Came real close, said to him, we're gonna Halo Infinite that whole shit.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
500 contractors.
Yep.
On every project.
Yep. And
Let's fucking go.
And if you got contractors working at 18 months at a time, what type of if you are infested with contractors that are working on a title at 18 months at a time, what type of high quality games are you putting out? You got contractors, you got fucking AI come on, man. This is a cookie cutter affair, man. They got core elements of Call of Duty that they'll put in there that it'll just be in the slightest way improvised and changed from year to year. It's gonna be a mess, and y'all voted for this. Y'all voted for this. Not me. Y'all did. Crazy.
I mean, can we really blame the bots for this?
Yeah.
I don't think it really doesn't matter. If they were against it or for it, it would have happened anyway.
Here's why I think you can. I think it comes down to the CMA. The CMA saw so much opposition that Microsoft was able to render because of the Xbox community. They probably presented that to fucking elected officials in UK, right? And because CMA has a process where they take response. Can you imagine like people like Peter OVO and Destin himself, the shit that he was writing, they were writing to CMA? Like, I'm telling you, for every one, like, ponies weren't doing this. You know what I'm saying? They weren't going about, you know, Xbox people were writing novels and theses to the CMA. So Microsoft probably was getting that as well. They were probably taking all the Twitter responses and all the hate that they were getting, and they probably said, look, this is what the gamers want. Like, this is what the industry wants. I mean, this is what analysts want. But look, even the consumer, everybody wants this. Everybody thinks this is going to be good. There's no pushback to it except these regulators just trying to be dicks. Like, push this deal through. But I guarantee you, because I know how EU regulators work, because that killed them to have to retract like that. They did it because there was pressure in their eyes mounting from all sides. But I guarantee you that if the consumers, and that's who the CMA represents, the customers, if the consumers was like, no, we don't want this because this is going to negatively impact this, the CMA would have rode that to the death. Because they feel like they're above the I don't want to say above the law. They feel like they're above these companies. There's a lot of resentment between regulators and big corporate companies. I know. Trust me, I know. And it killed the CMA to have to retract on this. But nowhere they could go where they seeing support. And then they started seeing the government in the UK starting to draft more harsher shit on them because of it. And everybody was going to, quote unquote, in their eyes, be in support of it. If we had the gaming community at mass talk about how they did not want this, I guarantee you that would have been enough arsenal for the CMA to stand their ground. And to this day, there would be no fucking deal. Microsoft would still try to close, and they would have so many problems. So many problems.
Let's see. One time, any one of these idiots mentioned the Twitter talk.
Say that again.
I didn't see once in these trials and documents that they mentioned anything about Twitter people having an opinion about this.
No, what happened was, see, the CMA, once they make a decision, they don't retract it. Like, there's steps that you got to go through in order to retract it. What the CMA did is they buckled to pressure. They're not going to admit that. They buckled to pressure because nobody...
What pressure was it?
There was pressure from the UK government. It was pressure from the investment markets. And I think they could have dealt with those. They deal with those all the time. But the purpose of the CMA is to protect the consumers. When in their eyes, even the consumers didn't like nobody in their eyes, nobody was visible enough to go with what CMA was doing, because CMA was bucking the elected officials.
That is dumb. There were as many people against it as for.
They weren't vocal. I'm telling you, what took over the airwaves was all these bots. Like, look at all the entities. How every time, and like we got it. I responded to one yesterday. That one actor who said this is bad. And look at, and Destin was one of the people that said that he was an idiot. All the faces that are on TV, all the people that were in front of the CMA, that were from the community, was saying that this was good for gaming. Even though there was a bunch of us that was like, no, it was bad. But they don't, when I say the people from Twitter, I mean, like, it started from the Twitterverse. They were getting harassed. And then when they look around, everywhere they look, the consumers are saying, oh, this is okay. This is good. This is going to be good for gaming. Even cloud gamers. We even had cloud gamers. People from the cloud gaming sector, resoundingly. These are the people they were supposed to protect, quote unquote, right? Because this was going to, even they were saying, no, now the 10-year deals, no, let this go through. Everybody was against the CMA in their eyes. Because those of us that opposed the deal were not as vocal. Let me ask you a question, Cold Blood. Did you write a letter to the CMA?
I'm about to.
I didn't write one to the CMA. I guarantee you that every mofo on Twitter that sat there and talked about Linicon and whoever, they wrote a letter to the CMA. I can guarantee it. I'll guarantee it. Post up, I know post up, but now, dear AMC, I'm sorry that there's pork rind juice on this piece of paper. I just want to let you know that I'm in opposition to these deals. Pass me the hot sauce. Post up was right. All of them were writing letters. I guarantee it, bro. Peter OVO, come on, man. This mug probably wrote a play, recorded it, and emailed it to him.
If Peter came to the scene. Well, I mean, he came when Hi-Fi Rush was
Thank you,
getting
bro.
some attention.
Come on, bro. Peter was around. He was around because he was one of the main people I was battling, bro. He was one of the main people I was battling, and I just left him alone. I just said, you know what? Yeah, he was around. I don't think he didn't blow up. A lot of this ABK stuff blew up most of this community. Look at Post Up. Post Up, I have him muted. I can't deal with the king of Hoss Moss. I can't deal with the GitHub thug or the Grubhub thug. I can't deal with him. But somebody had made a comment somewhere and someone responded to it. And I didn't know who was being responded to because I have him muted. So when I clicked on to view it, it was him. And I was like, oh shit. And then when I saw his number, his account, he has 11,000 followers now. I think when this all started, he maybe had like 1,500 or something like that. Like, this blew a lot of people up. No, Peter Ovio was around. He was around for a minute. Well, not a minute, but he was around before this really started getting big. He was one of the goof nuts I was debating on Twitter. But them mugs.
This Xbox curator is probably the worst.
Oh yeah. Would you say he's what?
He's probably one of the worst of them.
Yeah. You got to remember, man. Everybody don't get up and have a reason to live outside of gaming like we do. And I'm not trying to be mean. I know there's people in some rough spots, and I don't, I don't want to make slight of anybody's situation or like I'm better than them. But there are some people, man, they are that pathetic to where they have nothing to look forward to. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing matters to them. Like we got our occupations. Gaming is a very important hobby to us, and we're very passionate about it. That's why we're doing podcasts. But we got family and occupations, and we can go out like you went and got some badass tech today, and we were talking about that. There's other things that we could talk about. There's other people, they have nothing to talk about, bro. All they got is themselves, their Xbox controller, and a pork and beans, a can of pork and beans on the table, and nobody to talk to. That's why you got the Peter Ovios and the Xbox curators. Like, they live and die praising Xbox because they have no kinship whatsoever. That's how sad their lives are. And I'm not saying that to get people crying on air and shit. I'm just saying this is the type of wacko-ness that we're dealing with. These are the motherfuckers that probably were rallying the troops. I could see Xbox curator Peter Ovio signing petitions and shit at malls. Xbox is trying to get more games and do more great things for malnourished children. Can you sign this petition? We're going to send this to this group called the CMA. Oh, sure, I'll sign it. I can see them doing stupid, goofy shit like that. Dude, I am telling you, bro. I am telling you. The CMA, I know about the CMA. That's all I'm going. I know about the CMA. I know about the CMA. I know about the SEC, and I know a little bit about the EU, those regulators. I've heard about EU, really didn't have to deal with them. The SEC I dealt with on a frequent basis. They are terrifying. The fucking CMA is 20 times more terrifying than the SEC. Because the SEC is United States. The CMA is 20 times more terrifying than the SEC. Because we were talking about it before. Because they don't play over there in Europe and in UK about consumer relations. They do not play. Like, there are serious results, even for companies in the US. CMA don't give a damn about companies. They don't even give a damn about lawmakers because they had that sort of independence. In order for CMA to backtrack the way that they did, they had to have pressure. They had to have pressure. Pressure was coming from lawmakers. Pressure was coming from the market. Normally, they look at that and they smile and they say, we don't care because we're here for the consumers. We're here to protect the customers. Now, when the customers are coming out in full-fledged, writing you full-fledged depositions or sending you a billion emails or whatever they were seeing, then they're like, damn, the walls are closing in on us. And then now you got not regulators, but lawmakers saying nobody's agreeing with you, CMA, not even the people that you claim you're protecting. So because y'all britches have gotten too big, we got to put y'all under control. That's why they buckled. That is why they buckled. That's why I was shocked when the CMA backtracked. I was shocked because the CMA, the SEC ain't got shit on the CMA. Jonathan says, yeah, I had to mute him and Beast at the same time when they started going personal on people. Couldn't do it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. But I think now's a good time, if any. We're going to start letting people come in. So what you're going to want to do is, let me see. I think here, where's the Discord link? I'm going to put the link to the Discord back in here. If you guys want to come in and join this discussion and talk to us about all this shit that's going on, particularly with Xbox or whatever, come and join the Discord. And this is the link to the Discord. Hop in one of the voice chats, and then we'll pull you and drag you up so you can give your 2 cents. But Cold Blood, I got another question for you to see while we're waiting to see if anybody wants to jump in. Now, you know Sean Layton forewarned this, right? Sean Layton had a whole ass article on this, where he was like, this consolidation is going to lead to exactly what we see today. He talked about monopoly power. Consolidation is going to lead to a loss of creativity and innovation. It also going to lead to the creation of redundancies, what we see, which can make it difficult for innovative studios to be seen as profitable enough for shareholders. Market power. Consolidation is going to lead to companies having more market power, which means they can more easily influence customer prices, supplier costs, and market dynamics, then reduce competition. The consolidation into a few mega corporations diminishes competition, limiting innovation and potentially leading to fewer options for consumers. Then artistic dependence is jeopardized. Consolidation jeopardizes artistic independence, potentially stifling creativity as companies prioritize profits, and a slowdown in innovation. The gaming industry's consolidation may lead to slowdown in innovation as fewer companies control a larger portion of the market. This has been echoed by not only Sean Layton, but many people in the industry. I'm gonna put this up here real quick. A couple of things, and then we'll get your thoughts. This is from Larian Studios. Larian Studios dude said, buying companies to then lay off all the employees soon after is embarrassing. It should be seen as embarrassing. He says, important to remember that the majority of companies don't have values. They have strategies. Sometimes pretending to have values is part of their strategy. All that Phil Spencer and that shit he was saying to Stephen Totilo, what I want to do is make people feel this and that. That's placating. It's just fake. It's false. It's imaginary. They knew what they were doing. Steve just laid it out to us. They knew they were going to do this while they were proposing to do this, while they were bidding on ABK. They were still bidding on them. ABK already knew they would do this. They didn't care. Well, why? I mean, you wouldn't expect them to care because they were getting money to leave. So like, you do whatever you want with it. That's like if Cold Blood sells me a car and I'm like, and he did all this shit with it. I'm like, oh, dude, I'm taking all these tires off and I'm gonna do this. Cold Blood's like, I don't give a fuck what you do with it. Give me my money. I'm out. I'm selling it for a reason. I don't care what you do with it. So, Cold Blood, my question to you is, when it comes to gaming, how this type of activity affects gaming, how do we, and you kind of like put this question out here, which was great, but I don't even know if there's an answer to this, but if there is, give it a shot. How do we, the gaming community, save gaming from these mishaps in regards to consolidation? Is there anything we can do to start changing this shit around at all?
Vote with your wallet.
Yeah. Yep.
The only message these companies understand.
Yeah.
If you don't want all this bullshit that is happening to Call of Duty to keep happening,
yeah,
buy it.
Yep.
Make your voice heard. Tell them what they're doing is bullshit. But if you want to continue paying for the skins and all the bullshit, go right ahead. You're gonna get pinched for every single fucking cent that you have left.
Yep. Yep. Never lied. You ain't never lied.
But about the layoffs, Buy games.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Then again, you have to buy games. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only way these motherfuckers keep their job.
Yep, you ain't never lied, brother. I don't know what to. That's a question that I put out there because I was asking myself that, and I said instead of me asking myself, let me see what Cold Blood thinks about that. But I don't know, man. Yeah, vote with your wallet. So we are live and hosting an open mic for those who have something to say about gaming news. Join us. Let me see. Twitch TV/GEiX crew. Also, join a chat channel and we'll pull you in. All right.
I want to hear Sean's voice.
Let me edit this. Yeah, I mean, we really gotta.
That goddamn motherfucker put me on this on these streams, yeah, but that doesn't come himself.
Yeah, he's the reason. Yeah. He's the reason that you're here, and the reason I picked that damn dog. Yeah, come on, Sean, you can't keep hiding.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. I mean, I agree with that part of it. I mean, I think there has to be more to it. I think what has to happen is as entertaining as Twitter can be, right? As entertaining as Twitter can be, I think what has to happen is we have to leave Twitter when it's time to get serious. Like when it's time to get serious, like that's part of the reason why we have this Discord, so we can congregate and chat in here and have some intelligent discussion in here. But you gotta get off of Twitter and you gotta start mobilizing and doing something. And Cold Blood brought up an excellent question. I wasn't like trying to lambaste him. I was just like passionate and detailing like, look, he is right. There was just as many people that were saying that the Xbox deal was bad, was as many people as there was many people saying it was good. He is right. The problem is that them motherfuckers were mobilized. They were mobilized and they had a plan of attack, and it worked in their benefit. And what we were doing is we were just going back and forth with them on Twitter. Like, I hate to say this is just fucking gaming, but this is a war. This is a war of where gaming is going to be dragged to. Is this going to be an industry full of rushed, second-rate, AA games that just are there at mass? Or are we still going to have a sizable enough room to entertain AAA genre-defining games? Because Microsoft is trying to use its money and its conglomeracy to pull it in the prior scenario's direction. They're buying up AAA studios and reducing them to redundant AA bullshit. And if we don't want them absorbing and sucking up more, then we got to be able to mobilize and be effective, just like how the Xbox people were. I know they were doing that. What's that one dude, General Mild? He had put on Twitter how he was writing he was writing the CMA and got a whole bunch of likes. Them mugs were when we were looking at that and we were laughing, bro. I know I was. But them motherfuckers mobilized and look what they were able to do. They got the CMA to do something they have never done, bro. CMA never done that. Never. Never. That's why even CNBC, everybody was like, once the CMA made this decision, the deal is dead. Like there's an opportunity for anything. I could fall from a 20-story building and somehow still survive. The likelihood of that is next to nilch. And the nilch actually happened. The next to nilch actually happened. Why? So yeah, I think I think number one, the best thing you can do, like Cold Blood said, is vote with your wallet. You got to support these games. You got to support the devs.
Or don't.
He said, "Oh, don't," and keep this going.
I mean, if you're not, if you're not satisfied with what Call of Duty is becoming,
yeah,
what would you bother? Don't buy it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Exactly. That is true.
But the same, but it's also the same shit. If you don't want these studio closures and shit,
yeah,
you better buy those games. Support the devs.
Yep.
We always make fun of support the devs, but it's kind of true.
It's
If they don't get money, why the fuck are they developers?
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. Yep. That is true. Well, with that said, I mean, we could beat a dead horse over. I mean, Cold Blood, I'll let you close out with any final thoughts. It doesn't look like anybody's going to join us, but I mean, that's what we feel about this. Was there anything else in relation to this, or anything in general, Cold Blood, you wanted to talk about before we start wrapping up and getting out of here?
Did we analyze that kids move?
Oh, the kids moved. Let me see. Hold on. You sent it to me, right? Or I should have it. Hold on. Yeah, I got it. All right, let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at it. Hold on one second. Oh, here we go. This dude. But you know what? When it comes to Kids Move, it's like if you've ever seen the beginning of Solo Leveling, the anime, where they're like going into caves and shit, and the dude got like the cheapest knife or whatever. Like he's trying. He's just not equipped. That's how I look at Kids Move. He's not equipped. He has like no sway whatsoever. But here's what he has to say. He says, check this sheep. Ignoring 11,000 people losing their jobs this month. Xbox tax. And he got Unity. He has Wayfair. Wayfair, just what I need. He has Wayfair up here. Google, Riot Games, Twitch, Discord, Audible, and then YouTube. Come on, man.
My question is, what does that have to do with what Microsoft?
Exactly. Cold Blood, this is what they did. We kind of talked about this on that other string that we did. Look, yesterday was a disaster for them. That's why you ain't seen none of them. Like, shout out to Tim. I love Tim, but we know what it is.
No, let's be fair to Smooth. Yes, there are layoffs everywhere, not just in gaming. But we are talking about gaming here.
Yeah.
We don't give a shit about Wayfair or Google. Okay, Riot Games, good. You have a point there. Maybe Unity, And Unity kind of fucked themselves. That's
exactly.
That's why they're suffering right now.
Yep.
Twitch, okay. Twitch had it coming too. Let's be honest. All the shit they were allowing on this platform.
Yep.
Discord.
Audible. This is the Audible is the audio
I know.
book. Yeah,
I know.
Audible. What the fuck does that got to do?
At YouTube, 100 people.
100 plus at YouTube.
I mean, sure. Yeah, I give him a half point for this. Sure. But still, it's stupid.
Oh, I muted Xbox tax. I was because it was like you muted a word that's here. I said, "What the fuck?" Yeah, I did.
You muted Xbox tax.
Yeah, I muted Xbox. Yeah, I was like, "What the fuck are they talking about?" I muted a word. Yeah, I muted Xbox.
They're not coming that often with it anymore.
Yeah. Oh man.
I mean, yes, it's everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
But my question is, are all of these after a major acquisition? Exactly. And King after hundreds of thousands of people were capping for it go through.
Mm-hmm.
Is one of them in here? I don't think so.
Yep.
Most of them are cutting costs.
Yep.
Not because they acquired. So Smooth kind of missed the point here. Yeah.
He always does. Here goes another tweet I want to put up here, and then I'll let Cold Blood begin to wrap up because it's late where he's at, and then I got to get ready for work too. So here is a tweet from Reforge, Cold Blood's favorite. He says, "Remember when a bunch of us said that the following Activision Blizzard deal Microsoft would lay a bunch of people off and maybe even close studios? The layoffs come, following the $69 billion acquisition. So they were pretty much like the rest of us, like many of us. I don't want to say the rest of us, like many of us saying that this is going to lead to some bad stuff in gaming." And Kid Smooth said, "Well, that's what usually happens. Name one acquisition that didn't feature layoffs." King Thrash did them better. He named like 8 or 9. Insomniac expanded. The Coalition, Housemarque, Blueprint, Ninja Theory, Obsidian, Mohang, Naughty Dog. So it all depends on the intent. And look, with Bungie, to be a matter exact, with Bungie, those layoffs were Bungie done. They were not spearheaded by Sony. Bungie did that. They wanted to cut costs. It's reported they wanted to cut costs because they were fearful of not reaching certain margins and then activating a clause in their contract with Sony that would likely have give Sony decision-making powers they didn't want them to have. So they grabbed the bull by the horns themselves and started, removing people. So, all right, let me just give one last check, see if anybody hopped in there. Nobody did. So, with that said, Cold Blood, did you?
Why is Sean not coming in here?
I don't know.
Sean, are you shy or something?
You intimidated him, man.
Because I love you, brother. You are the only guy in here that has always decent takes. where I can't say much most of the he's at work. But you gotta come in at some point, bro.
Or Cold Blood's gonna show up at your house.
You can leave me here with this old dude.
Check out me. You know what? I love our back and forth because they're they tell a lot and they're entertaining too. Cold Blood thinks I like pulling his chain, but no, it's just so entertaining. But you got to so just to tell the story and then we get out of here. I was doing a stream on Tiny Tina's Wonderland, right? And Cold Blood hopped in, so we started talking. We did a whole segment on the Division and Ubisoft that I think is highly entertaining. You're definitely going to want to check that. But it's better than me and my old self. Yeah, no, I beat this boss. And falling asleep on the mic and shit. But definitely check that out. No, Cold Blood definitely brings some spice to the content. Some much needed spice. But again, we're talking, regardless if we agree, we're talking from facts. And I can't have these conversations with other people because they just make up shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least even when we're disagreeing, we're talking from a factual plane. We're just battling back and forth of our perspectives over those facts. But like, it was like that one time I did that stream. I hate to keep calling names, but Tip Diamond, I love y'all. And ODG, I love y'all. Y'all been around as long as Cold Blood. But that's why I had to give y'all the proverbial backslap, because y'all sitting there repeating Colt Eastwood, man. We're not going to do that here. I can't do that. Y'all been following this content for way too long. Y'all know I do not do the talking points bullshit. So, you know,
one guy is glad we're doing this. We're on the up, bro.
Things are looking good. To watch Phil Spencer go. We better capitalize for Phil Spencer comes and cancels us and shit. Cancels the channels. Yeah.
So wait. Does he try that every single stream? That's why you have those technical difficulties.
That could be it. Either him or Paris. You know, because I'm not Paris's favorite. I'm not on his Christmas gift list each year. Yeah, I appreciate that, Sean. It works because, like I said, if we're agreeing or disagreeing or whatever, it's coming from a place that makes sense.
I want to disagree. I definitely want to, because that is more entertaining. But sometimes you just can't.
Yeah.
Without sounding like an absolute idiot.
Yeah, I mean, we that's why it works. And hopefully more people, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to broadcast more conversations like this. We're trying to be more successful in doing that. So y'all have an alternative opposed to, the PlayStation the Xbox Series is going to have 40 to 50 frame deltas. What the fuck is a frame delta? Like, what is that? Like, what are you doing? Now you're saying shit I've never even heard of. Words I haven't even used. 40 to 50 frame delta. The fuck are you talking about? Now they telling you, wait 4 or 5 years from now when the tools get used. These motherfuckers is coming out with a box in 2026. They're already cutting out the physical games to support their digital distribution and cloud gaming shit. Stop it, man. That sounds stupid. Now, I can't have those conversations. I just can't. I've left podcasts.
Bring a Stadia fanboy in here. Oh my.
They would never come. Yeah. They would never come.
I would rip them a new one, bro.
Bro, you saw how they was trying. I had to get them to stop. You know, they was trying to ban you when you was in the chat. I was like, no, don't do that. Let him rock. They wouldn't. No. All right, but I'm challenging everybody this week. I know everybody's like, oh shit, he's slapping everybody. Yeah, I'm even challenging my cloud gaming community. When y'all was sitting there jumping down my fucking throats, right? Why are you doing this? You're doing this to butter up to PlayStation people. No, the fuck, I'm a gamer with a capital G. I don't put shit on easy and beat it and say, okay, that's the next one. You know, and I ain't start gaming last week. I've been gaming for 35 plus fucking years, man. I want to see shit to continue to enhance, to evolve. I don't want just a whole bunch of shit to play. That's y'all shit. Just to have a whole bunch of shit to play. I like top of the line innovative experiences. And when I was sitting there saying, no, man, even though I am a cloud gamer and yeah, I get access to PC Game Pass and that's giving me access to these Activision Blizzard games, I don't want to destroy the horse to save the carriage. You know what I'm saying? It's like, or better yet, I slaughter the chicken to spare the egg. Like the chicken is producing it. Yeah, I may want the egg, but the egg is only temporarily. If I want more eggs, I need the chicken to survive. The chicken in this scenario is AAA gaming. You want to crumble AAA gaming just so you can get a couple of games cheap right now? That's essentially what's happening. What the fuck does Microsoft know about curating AAA games? Who the fuck is at Microsoft that's going to replace Mike Ybarra? Mike Ybarra is more qualified at gaming than anybody at Microsoft. Anybody. Name me one exec. Name me one, including Phil Spencer. Yoshida. Name me one exec. What'd you say? Yoshida. No. I'm talking on that Microsoft, not at PlayStation. No. I'm talking about name me one exec at Microsoft that's better than Mike Ybarra, that's more qualified than him.
Todd Howard.
I rest my case. Okay, yeah.
Bonnie Ross.
Bonnie. You doing me like Thrash Style? You got 9 examples. Bonnie Ross. Fucking.
Rod Ferguson.
Yeah, Rod Ferguson. Matt Booty.
Aaron Greenberg.
Aaron Greenberg. Fucking Major Nelson and shit. Oh shit. Oh god. What was her name? That was ahead of Ages Empires that they got rid of because she made that fat joke on Twitter. What was her name? They always used to pick on her. With the glasses from Microsoft. I just mentioned her and I forgot her name that quick. Shannon Loftus. Yeah, Shannon Loftus was better. You know, I don't know if you remember Shannon Loftus. She's the one that said, yeah, everybody's making fun of our games, but games ain't about bullets and headshots all the time. I was like, yeah, she got to go, bro. She has to go.
The picture perfect Karen, bro.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Holy shit. Sarah Bond would be great as well, right?
Yeah. Sarah Bond is great if you got a case. She's a great lawyer and shit. That's what she's great. She proved that she could walk circles in the courtroom. That's it. That is it. Sarah, I mean, I love you. I understand you got a job to do, but your ass is the one that walked out there, sweetheart, and said, "Fucking Starfield was the most important game." I don't care if that was script or not. You said it. You're on the record. Wah wah wah. I'd have looked at that script and said, "I ain't saying that shit." Shit. Well, let me see if I can find some of my.
Who's Jeff Tapel?
Jeff who?
Tapel.
Oh, I don't know.
T-E-P-E-R.
That sounds familiar, but I don't know.
From Microsoft. These motherfuckers who are from Harvard Business School. What the hell?
Yeah.
They're probably teaching them a lot of shit, just not what makes money.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. We're in for some rough times, y'all. Because like, that's all I have to say. I think we can wrap up now. I gotta get ready for work. We can wrap up now. Cold Blood, where can the good people see you at, brother? He loves it when I do that.
Wait. Sean said, I saw a tweet from one guy that got fired from ABK. He got hired and fired in a span of 4 months.
Oh, damn. Oh, no, man. Golly.
Bro,
Golly.
I would be so pissed.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Don't tell me he had to change his location.
Yeah, he probably did. Most developers do, man.
Bro, at this point, I would go and burn Blizzard the fuck down.
Yeah, he probably did. So, but well, the good people can find Cold Blood here if you want, and get Cold Blood anywhere else you want them to know where you at and shit. You want to give them your address?
Did you show just something on stream?
Would you say that again?
You show something on the stream? Me?
No, I didn't. No, I said you could meet Cold Blood here, like and GEiX in the Discord and on this channel.
Yeah.
Because I know you're
and on Twitter.
Cold Blood Sensei. You guys can find me on pntsnetwork.com/MM2K Gaming. All my links are there. Definitely check us out there. We be having some great stuff. I got
you're writing wait. You're writing my B with a big letter. It's a small letter. You're not writing my name right.
Oh, here we go. Now I gotta fix it. This is the type of shit that he makes me do. Here we go. Hold on, let me click close.
You made me
there you go.
Listen to you for 3 hours about this bullshit yesterday. For 3 fucking hours. And I had to clip your trash.
Those clips
you don't tell me nothing.
Those clips are priceless, bro. It was a black man, come see Mad Black Man. Mad Black Man preaches about Phil. Yeah.
M2K commits tax evasion.
Yeah, commits that. Those are priceless within themselves. Y'all gotta hear that shit. Jonathan said he's gonna send your ass hate tweets now. Cool.
Who?
He's gonna send them to you. He said because you gave out your Twitter. Now he's gonna send you hate tweets.
Yeah, I love all those death threats that I get from bots.
Yeah.
Just another one for the collection, I guess.
He's used to it. All right, with that said, folks, I heard my phone buzzing. I didn't have my phone by me. I heard my phone buzzing. I'm pretty sure that was probably my business partner telling me, get the fuck ready. I gotta get out of here. But with that said,
what's funny? What's funny before we leave? It is funny that they always say to me, "Oh, I come over to your house."
Yeah.
And I said, "Yeah, you come over the ocean to Germany. Go right ahead." Bro, they always silent after that.
Yeah. I gotta get in the rage too again, man. That little kind of fly. I like that shit. With that said, appreciate y'all coming through. Until next time, have a wonderful gaming day. Peace.